I'm Walter Bonazzi, representing PSI brand. We are a company producing in-mold graphing and post-mold graphing from New Zealand. I'm taking care about the European market. And I'm trying to give you some information about tracking your product and connecting your manufacturing to the product, to your customer, to the end user, and whatever. There were a lot of concepts over here, I believe, during the meeting. Very interesting, very nice to be here and to see so many people. My experience in rotational molding, just consider that when I did start with rotational molding, I got long hair, blonde, and then my boss sent me a nice cap. I don't know why, but that matters. So it was many years ago. A lot of concept, a lot of people talking about energy, about saving, about controlling. Are you doing something? Are you getting something? Are you grabbing something about what we are talking here? Or is just something we put on the clouds and then maybe you remember in 10 years? Yeah, okay. Rotomolding, I know from the beginning, a lot of people told me, hey, Walter, rotomolding is a black art. It's no more a black art if you like to be in rotomolding. You have to be updated with what is happening with the industry. And we are one of the last wheel of the industry because we got the control of the process. Do we got the control of the process? Not sure, but maybe we can improve somewhere. Second. There are a lot of proven methods we can use which are available on the market, starting from serial number to barcodes, to QR codes, to RFID to control your product in production. Are you using some of them? Are you controlling? Are you putting a serial number on your product? I'm not sure. I know for sure that a lot of industries in rotational molding is working with a pencil in production, marking the product with a pencil, and then we got something on a sheet. We are marking that's produced yesterday, and then maybe we got a problem, and we're going to take a couple of days to check when and where the product was manufactured for warranty reason or something. There was a nice guy over here called Henry Ford. He mentioned that a business absolutely devoted to servicing its customer will only have one worry about profits. They will be embarrassingly large. Maybe you have to consider to offer a service to your customer, which is going to pay back on long term. Track and trace is the future of the manufacturing, but it's not the future in 10 years. It's already been in the process of manufacturing since many years, more than 10. So maybe it's worth to consider. Size of tracking worldwide is increasing. This is a projection in terms of global market solution for track and trace. In the last 5 years, is a 10 years graph. In the last 5 years, I believe we got an increase of around 70% in the usage of track and trace. In the next 5 years, there is a forecast that the market, the demands of track and trace of the product is going to be another 70–80%. Is it important for you? I think it might be quite well important, or at least a good way to consider. There are different ways to track your product. As I said before, you can start tracking your product, putting a simple mark on your product, a canoe, a kayak, a bin, a garbage, whatever it is. Just start somewhere. And I'm sure all of you are tracking your product. All of you know exactly where your product is in production, if it has been manufactured well, if it's in the stock, where it is in the stock, if you have to do an inventory. When it's loaded on a truck, you know exactly what sort of product you are loading on a truck because you don't make any mistake. You are sure that the product A is going to be on a truck. Then maybe the customer, which is 1,000 kilometers away, is calling you three days later and said to you, hey, what did you ship to me? It's not my product. Maybe track and trace is going to help you. Track and trace is good because you got a unique product ID. Yeah, it's not nice to get this sort of 9 minute 40. 9 minute 38. It gives you, you are right, Gareth, he's pushing you. Unique product ID is giving you some information. Maybe good for warranty, for recall of the product or whatever. Yeah, why not? Production, process tracking. You know when you did produce the product, you know which arm you got the product manufacturer, because maybe you understand a few hours later that the machine is not working well. So with the tracking, you recognize that you got, I'm in the middle, but I believe you can see it. You recognize that that machine was not working well, so you got 20 products that maybe fail in the next 6 months. Barcodes, yes, are nice. It's much more easier than just a pencil marking on the product or a serial number, because with the barcode you got a gun when it's coming out of the machine, you got into your CRP system, you got a lot of information. Then you got a product information that can be useful with the QR code, in-molded in your product, or post-molded, or just with a simple sticker bonded on the plastic. And then again, it's giving you or your customer, because focus on your customer plenty of time. Yeah, I know your customer don't want to pay. I spoke with somebody yesterday and they said me, hey, I invest 2 years to convince my customer and they put for free the sticker, in-mold sticker, very nice and so on. So I asked my customer to contribute for the cost, and my customer said, hey, too expensive. Yeah, okay. There are customers like this in the market, but just push. That's the best way to get something out on a long term. With the QR code, I was saying, is useful because you can get product information. You can scan with your camera, with your phone. You got how to use the product, and you got a lot of information. It can link to your website. Is branding is useful. So just think about that. Then you got RFID. RFID is not a new technology. Is a radio frequency identification, which is working on with antenna, and is good because you got a full track of the life of your product. It's going to last for the life of your product, which is quite well interesting too. There are different solutions. I was saying barcodes. We got some example over here with a customer we got where they need to include the barcode in the ERP system of the company, and the first solution they have had with the standard label bonded on the plastic. That's simple. The polyethylene is a little bit difficult to bond with, so they moved to something else, in-mold, pre-printed in-mold barcode and QR code. It's working, it's still there, and it seems the company is a well-successful company. I believe they are over here somewhere. Thanks, Daddy. Serial number, different market, canoe business. Over here, the customer was simply hot stamping the serial number on each canoe. But what's happened is that with different color and so on, the site was not so good, so they were missing. They need some time to recognize where the hot stamping was. So they moved towards in-mold serial number. Maybe you don't believe it, but we are producing million from New Zealand, million of serial number to deliver to customer into the rotomolding industry. It's quite a cheap method, and it's really easy to apply a small sticker, and you and your customer got at least a reference, which is quite easy and quite cheap to adopt. QR code, as before, with the COVID, that's a bad experience we all have in the last years. the number of QR code usage has been just rocketing. From 2019 to 2025, the forecast is to double the quantity of usage of track and trace through QR code. So quite interesting as well to consider for the next project you're doing, or maybe some of the projects you are doing right now. Then RFID. All of you know what is RFID? Can somebody just... Nobody? Is it true? No, few. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but probably because I explained to you yesterday. Okay, I'm joking. RFID is interesting. As I said, it's not the future. It's here. You can use it. You can use it in rotational molding. Just imagine that you got RFID everywhere today. When you're going in a shop, buying something, there is the anti-theft barrier, you're going out, beep, 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 you're stealing something, okay? There is an RFID. Somewhere hidden, maybe inside the shirt or whatever. There is on security card, there is on your credit card, plenty of time. When you are swapping the credit card, paying and something, there is an RFID over there. There is a reader. Benefits for the RFID, 3 minutes 37, are huge. Huge. Why huge? Just thinking. I'm saying to Jim, my boss, I'm used to speak loudly when I'm thinking something. I'm used to tell the people what I'm thinking, but talking with people at the exhibition and so on, we got some inquiry. One of our customers is involved in the fishing industry, producing tubs. And I visited an expo, and I got one guy asking me, hey, are we able to trace the product where it's fished? So we are in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, okay? And we are catching a tub of fish, we are filling a tub of fish. And we need to know where this fish has been caught. And they said, no, not possible, because the RFID is simple as a tag, like this one. Yeah, small tag, you can come to the booth to see it. It's molded, it's a passive, so there is no batteries, and we cannot fit a GPS for direct transmission. Yes, you cannot fit a GPS, but the boat got a GPS. So you can record the position of the boat on the Giorgio GPS and transmit the position of the boat getting stored on the RFID. The RFID, the tag, got a small memory with a number. This number is linked to a spreadsheet on your CRP in the company, and you can get all the information. So just imagine the information you got. Going to rotational molding and not to the fishing industry. Just imagine to get 1 minute 36, one of these tags on your product. We've been working with one company over here. I sent an email 8 months ago to all the company manufacturing machine. One reply, yes, I'm interested. We sent samples. We did work with them on a project. They set one of these, a few of these stickers in mold in the product, and they were able to store in the product, in the spreadsheet, the data information of the production on the machine. So just imagine you got your product, taken out of the machine, you're going to the finishing department. You got 10 different stations in the finishing department with 10 different robots, if you have no human. With the RFID, you can recognize what sort of part it is. The robot knows what sort of operation you need to know. And you know exactly how much time you need to do one single operation. It's coming out of the finishing department, you're going to the stock department. If you are well organized with the CRP, you know exactly where the part is, how many parts you got in your stock department for inventory or for shipping. 20 seconds, you are going to logistic, you are shipping it, you are loading a pallet with 100 pieces. The antenna tells you, hey, you load the pallet with 100 pieces, it's the number 1, 200, 220, blah, 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 blah. Invoicing, that's all done automatically. You don't even need to point a code. 0 is finished. I hope it was interesting. If you need some more information about RFID or whatever we do supply, we are over here. Enjoy the show.